Come along. So welcome to this 18th century cottage ornée or rural retreat. Sir Roy Strong said that these houses were the answer to the nobleman's yearning for the simple life, away from the draughty grandeur of his great house, where he could retire with a few servants and taste the delights of rural simplicity. And we hope very much that today, as you come to visit us, that you too will enjoy the delights of rural simplicity. So now we can go into the drawing room. The mantelpiece is by the Busk family. And these are all family pictures of Martin's family. That's a wonderful view. One of the most beautiful sights is on a frosty night with a moon shining in the water. And hardly anyone but us ever sees that. Now the next room is the music room, which was described in that early advertisement of 1799 as the superb rotunda, fitted in the highest style of Gothic architecture, with windows to the floor and a beautiful sky ceiling. Come along and have a look. And if you'd like to sing, it's got the most fantastic echo, and it's more flattering to your voice than singing in the bath. The idea of these cottage ornée of the 18th century was that the houses should be part of the garden and the garden part of the house, so that they blended with each other. So you've got a ceiling like the sky in the house and windows to the ground so that you can see out into the landscape. And now we come into the next room, which is quite different. This is a more wintry room, where we have the Christmas tree goes in that corner over there. And as you see, it's got two fireplaces. So if you've got lots of grandchildren here, they can keep them well stoked, and it gets wonderfully warm and cosy in here. And when you come and see this house, you don't see just one house, you see two. This house has been in our family, my family, for generations. It came to my generation as just a 6-compartment toy cupboard, having been played with by my father and his mother and everyone. Anyway, so my mother decided to furnish it for her 4 daughters, of which I was the youngest. Now, I thought you might like to come upstairs simply to see the view from a floor up. Perfectly normal bedroom, but with a lovely view. And brides can get ready for their great celebrations in here if they want to adjust the bridesmaids' wreaths and so on. This room was used when they were making the film of David Copperfield here. And incidentally, David Copperfield as a little boy was Daniel Radcliffe, and it was his first role in filming. So we discovered him, and then he went on to be Harry Potter. And then the last room to see is the dining room. Now this, which is our biggest family dining room, our big family dining room for large parties, and also you can be married in here. When Martin inherited the house, it was this room was in a terrible state of chaos. it took about a year to get it up together again. And we happened to go on a small trade mission to China, and we had tea with the British ambassador. And we went into his dining room, and Martin stood at the threshold of that dining room and said, "Ah, we've got to have this." And it's been lovely having you, and thank you so much for coming. And I do hope that perhaps one of you will be able to add to the early history of this house.